We acknowledge the First Nations people of Canberra, the Ngunnawal people, their elders past and present, and future also. We acknowledge the presence here of the Tongan High Commissioner to Australia, Her Royal Highness, Princess Latufupeka. We welcome all of you here this morning to the MALO Multimedia Program, Lifestyle Program. And today is a special day because we have a brand new program to introduce to everyone this morning that's watching. So hopefully the program's going out loud and clear. If there's any problems, please let us know on the Facebook page. We welcome any comments, any feedback that you may have, because it's the only way we can change and make things better for you. This morning, it's a wonderful Saturday morning here in Canberra. It's about 25 degrees and it's going to get warmer. So we're very happy this spring day to say hello to you, to have a chat to you. And this program, because it's a brand new program, the name is Ask Marvie. So here in the studio, I have Marvie Priscilla Halaevalu Astle to talk to you about her brand new program, Ask Marvie. And I'll get Marvie to talk to you and let you know what she's going to be chatting to you about during her Ask Marvie programs. Good morning, Marvie.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Okay, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
My name is Marvie, as you probably already know. I'm 11 years old. I go to primary school and I have 2 younger brothers. One is 6 and one is 4.
Okay, so Marvie, this Ask Marvie program, I know you've thought a lot about what you are going to talk about to people, and I think the thing about programs like this, that it's for people like ourselves, the older ones, and like myself, the much older ones, is maybe to get a little bit of information about what interests you or what's important to you. So I can't wait for you to let us know in your own words about your thoughts about what's important to you. So what are some of the things that you're going to be covering in this Ask Marvie program?
I will be covering fashion, school life, social media, technology, role models, and family.
Goodness me, that's a mouthful. And I know that there'll be other topics that what you're wanting is that maybe this will be an interactive program, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Where people will contact, they'll say, Marvie, what do you think about what was on TV yesterday about what children are doing in maybe countries like Russia? Or, so I know there's lots of interesting things, Marvie. When you talk about, you said fashion, didn't you? So you're going to be talking about what sort of fashion ideas you have? Yeah?
Yes, and expressing yourself through fashion. But fashion isn't always the most important thing to people. It's one of their last thoughts. And some people it is very important to them to express themselves in fashion. Others find it more important to have food, shelter, and maybe having a family and a place to sleep.
Absolutely, Marvie. It's a quite profound thing to say this morning, but I know with young people such as yourself, you're very busy, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I know you're extremely busy. Can we know a little bit about what you do, say, in a week? What does Marvie do in a week?
So 2 times a week I have dance classes which we will perform the dance class at the end of the year at a huge performance.
What sort of dancing do you do?
I do musical theatre, which is like lyrical, and I do hip hop.
Exciting. And you have two performances. Did you say 2 performances a year?
Yes.
Yes. Whereby parents and people who love you can come and watch you and see what you've been up to all year.
Yes.
So apart from dance, what else do you do?
I play flute in my school band.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So do you get to travel in your school band yet, or you just perform at school?
I perform at school, but in high school I will be able to have bigger field trips to go to other places to perform.
You like the flute? You're going to do it next, when you go to high school, you'll continue?
Yes.
Oh, how exciting. So, what else? So you've got flute, you've got dance. What else do you do? Sports? Do you do any sports?
I don't do sports in particular, but usually we have gala days at school, which means they grab kids who don't do soccer or basketball or something outside of school, and we do it as a school competition, competing with other schools.
So what sort of sports do you like?
Soccer.
Oh, soccer.
I'd like to play AFL next year.
You're playing next year?
Yes.
AFL? Nice.
And basketball is one of my favourites.
So when you say you play AFL, who would you be playing for?
The Ainsley Football Club.
Oh, nice. That's where we are.
Yeah.
Here in Ainsley. Oh, go Marvie, go Ainsley. And then you'll be playing basketball. And I know that in Canberra, particularly, there's quite, there's children are, I guess, encouraged to play sport. So there's various opportunities for children here in Canberra to play sports. So you'll be playing 2 sports. What about your siblings? Your brother play any sport?
My brother named Wolf, he played AFL last season and is playing basketball currently.
Oh, busy. And I know, with you who may be listening this morning, I guess you have children or grandchildren who are also doing things that Marvie is doing. But also I think we can have a little peek into what a young person's life is like, and also what she thinks about in her day, what's important to her. Marvie talked about fashion, school life. Maybe we can have a look at, because this is an introduction program, maybe we can have a little bit of a conversation about social media, because I know social media seems to be the thing that people, or young people, even old people like myself, are involved with, So social media, what do you think about, what sort of social media are you using at the moment?
YouTube mostly.
Yes. A lot of young people we find are YouTubers, either watching or learning. I remember watching something that this young person is a very accomplished guitar player, and she learned through YouTube. Didn't go to music lessons or guitar lessons, learned via YouTube. So what do you learn from YouTube?
I learn how to make things.
Mm-hmm.
We learnt how to tie knots in this one video, so we made a hammock out of tying knots, and a huge sheet, a bed sheet.
All right.
So I feel like YouTube and most social media platforms are used to send and share what you think and what you're doing. Just say you have this great thing, like a great field trip or just a trip overseas, and you want to show people. You take pictures and you send them so you can show people how great it is.
Yes. And I guess also ideas, because I know what I've found through YouTube is that, like, kitchen hacks, they'll show you things of how to do things, or how to preserve things, or even how to clean things. And I have learned a few things in my old age of what to do via YouTube. So what's your favourite thing, or favourite YouTube channel?
It's hard. There are lots of YouTube channels.
Yes.
Probably, I love watching makeup tutorials.
Yes.
I love watching those.
Yeah.
So Natasha Jane Wood is my favourite.
Yeah, and you learn ways to put makeup on, or
Yeah.
what not to do with makeup, or I guess growing up, we didn't have YouTube to show us what to do. We just learned from each other how to put on makeup, maybe how to do eyebrows. But now YouTube shows you everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fashion, what to look like. But I guess at the same time, I know with multimedia there's a lot of conversation about young people taking too much notice of what people say to them on these channels and not really thinking about it themselves and deciding for themselves what they should do. What do you think?
I think it's fun to go on YouTube or other social media platforms, like look at stuff, but not get too consumed with the whole idea of it.
Absolutely. I like that word, not too get too consumed by what you see on YouTube. Because you know that's a thing that we as humans are likely to do. We'll see something that we like, and then we'll follow that thing and religiously, and then we copy that thing because we like what we see and we think it might be the best thing for us. But sometimes it's not the best thing for us. I know you have an interest, because I know you, Marvie, because you are my grandchild, and I know you have a good hand in the kitchen, because maybe that's what we will do one day, is that we will ask you how to make things. Maybe you can have share your recipes or how you do things, because I know you make your lunches for schools.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, and they're very healthy lunches, may I tell you. And one day she will share what you think, because I know, did you say you're going to cover health?
Yes.
Yes. So that will be one of the things, what sort of lunch you should be taking to school. Because I know that lots of people in lots of countries, because they don't quite have what we have here in Australia, have limited choices of what they should be eating or taking to school. So maybe you'll have some fun ideas of what a school lunch can look like. That you don't just have to buy things all the time, you can make it. What are some of the other things? Clothes. Is it clothes?
Clothes sort of goes in with fashion.
Of course it does. So you'll be, so we've covered fashion. What are the other things? Friends? We're going to talk about friends. How important are friends?
Most sort of, they're my thing.
They are your thing. They're very important. So with your friends you share your interests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Secrets?
Most of them.
Most of them. Yes. So friends are really important at your age. I think friends are important at any age. They're the ones that we can go to. They're your go-to things, You go to your friend to say, wonderful things. You also go to your friends when things aren't going too well. So I guess it's really important to have the right friends that you can share as much as you can with. So have we covered some of the topics that you've told us about this morning?
Yes, we've just got a few more.
Yeah.
So one of them is extracurricular activities.
Yes. What would you be talking about with your... we did talk about your extracurricular activities, didn't we?
Yes.
Your sports and dance and whatever. So, because this is our introductory program, just introducing what Marvie will be talking to you about, and people will be getting ready to throw some questions on our Facebook page so that we can pass it on to Marvie, because Marvie, you don't have a Facebook page, do you?
No, not
Which
yet.
is great.
I'm too young.
Yes, Marvie is too young to have a Facebook page, but you can contact Marvie via our Facebook page. Give us some questions for her to cover the next program. So I think our next program may be in the next week.
Yes.
We're trying to, because we're nearly stopping or finishing with our multimedia live streaming for the year. So I think we have one more Ask Marvie before the end of year, Christmas program, and then Marvie will start again in maybe February.
So, I have an idea.
You do, of course. I love ideas. Yes.
Because we only have one more episode left, I think in the description we will write down all of the topics, and you guys can write if you what topics you want on the Facebook page. So
Absolutely.
we'll do the one that has the most votes. So we're going to be a democracy.
Democracy. Listen to these young people. Anyway, this is why it's so, I guess, exciting for me, Marvie, because with the our programs, as you know, we have invited young people, young children, and your young brother Wolf was one of them, to come and talk about what interests them. And I think when Wolf came along, he talked about dinosaurs, and that was rather interesting. He had a lot of people watching that program, and that's what we want to do with young people, is bring them on, encourage them to talk. It's very important to encourage our young people to talk so that they can tell us what's important to them, not just us telling them what's important. What do you think of that, Marvie?
I think I agree.
You agree. Miss Marvie agrees. So please ask Marvie any questions you want to answer, and next week Marvie will try and use her program to answer those questions, plus chat also about something that may have happened during the week. Yes, because I think also we were talking prior to this, opening, as to maybe you can cover overseas countries. Maybe go to a particular country, and have a look at what their young people are up to, your age. What do they do? Do they play basketball and go to dance classes? Or do they go, like in Tonga, for instance, young people may not go to dance or whatever, but they may have sports. They may have dance class too. So it'll be interesting to cover what people in other countries are doing. Marvie, is there anything you'd like to add in to our introduction program before we sign out this morning?
I think we've pretty much covered it.
There we go. We've covered it all in a blink of an eye. Thank you so much, Marvie, for coming in this morning. And of course, next week you'll be basically running the program by yourself. I'll just be sitting next door to you if there's anything that you'd like me to add in. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in this morning and watching and listening to us. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a safe weekend, and look after yourselves. It's a wonderful day here in Canberra, so people will be out and about. Have a wonderful weekend with your families. MALO.